Once upon a time, in a very beautiful kingdom, lived the most beautiful princess in the world, named Marsella. One day, when she returned to the palace after her morning walk, she heard a strange announcement in the royal court. Her father, the king, was saying in front of all his ministers, "I announce the marriage of my daughter, Princess Marsella, to the son of my friend, King Bolton." Hearing this, the princess was shocked. She said, "Father, how can I marry someone I do not even know?" The king replied, "This was your mother's last wish, that as soon as you turned 18, you should be married." Marsella took a deep breath and thought to herself that she would set such conditions that no one would be able to fulfill them. She said, "I will agree to marry, but only if my 4 wishes are fulfilled." The king asked, "What wishes?" The princess said, "Have 4 dresses made for me. The first should be golden like the sun, the second silver like the moon, the third sparkling like the stars, and the fourth a dress made from 1,000 things of the forest." The king immediately gave his orders. Weavers were summoned and soldiers were sent out. The princess was certain that no one could complete such tasks, but within just a few days, as if by magic, everything was ready. A dress shining like the sun, a gown glowing like the moon, a shirt glittering like the stars, and a magical dress made from fallen leaves, twigs, and feathers. All these dresses were placed inside a magical walnut that could safely hold them within itself. The king smiled and said, "My daughter, all your wishes have been fulfilled. Now the wedding will take place tomorrow." The princess replied, "Why don't you understand that I cannot marry someone I do not even know?" That very night, the princess decided to leave the palace. She said, "Father, please forgive me. One day you will surely understand." She wandered through forests, valleys, and villages until one day she fell asleep inside the hollow trunk of a tree. Along the same path, a prince from another kingdom was passing by. The soldiers noticed a strange creature sleeping there, someone who looked human but was wearing clothes made of leaves. The prince said, "All right, bring her to the palace." He asked her, "Wake up, girl. Who are you and what are you doing here?" She replied, "I am a helpless girl. I have no home." The soldiers said, "Come with us. You will find work in the palace." In this way, the princess reached the palace. She was given a small room under the stairs and began working as a helper in the kitchen. Many months passed. One day, the prince arranged a grand feast. When all the preparations were complete, the princess said to the cook, "Sir, all the work is finished. May I go and see the splendor of the palace for a while?" The cook replied, "All right, but be back within half an hour." "Thank you, sir. I will return and clean all the ashes," she said. The princess ran to her room, washed her face and hands, and took out the golden dress from the magical walnut, shining like the sun. She let her hair down and went to the feast. As soon as she entered the hall, the entire palace lit up with her glow. The prince's eyes were fixed only on her. That night, he danced with no one but her. When half an hour had passed, the princess said, "Sir, I must leave now." The prince tried to stop her, but she disappeared into the crowd. She ran back to her room, put on the kitchen girl's clothes, smeared ashes on her face, and quietly returned to the kitchen. "I have come back, sir. Shall I clean the kitchen ashes now?" she asked. The cook replied, "First, prepare soup for the prince." The princess made the soup and secretly dropped her golden ring into it. The soup was sent upstairs. When the prince tasted it, he was amazed. He had never tasted anything so delicious. Then he noticed a ring in the bowl. "Whose ring is this?" The prince immediately summoned the cook. "Did you make this soup?" "Yes, Your Highness, the kitchen is my responsibility." "But this flavor doesn't seem like yours." The cook bowed and said, "Your Highness, today the soup was prepared by the kitchen girl." Bring her to me at once." The princess appeared. The prince asked, "Did you make this soup?" "Yes, Your Highness." "And this ring, does it belong to you?" The princess smiled and said, "How could a poor kitchen girl possess something so valuable, Your Highness?" The prince fixed his gaze on her. "You remind me of someone I saw at the royal gathering. Anyway, your soup was excellent. Thank you, Your Highness." A few days later, another feast was held. Once again, the princess asked permission to see the palace. This time she wore a silver gown like the moon. When she appeared at the feast, everyone's eyes stopped on her. The prince once again danced only with her. But as soon as half an hour passed, she vanished into the crowd and returned to the kitchen. This time, she dropped her golden necklace into the soup. When the prince saw it, he was even more certain that the mystery girl and the kitchen helper were the same. Then he again summoned the cook and the girl. "Did you make this soup?" "Yes, Your Highness." "Is this necklace yours?" the prince asked. "I am poor, Your Highness. I own nothing," the princess replied. "You remind me of the girl I danced with. Anyway, your soup was excellent." "Thank you, Your Highness," the princess replied. Finally, the last feast was held. This time, the prince was determined to learn the truth. The princess wore her star-like sparkling dress. As they danced, the prince slipped the same ring, found the first time, onto her finger without her noticing. The dance lasted longer than before, and the princess did not get time to change. She hurried back to the kitchen. The cook scolded her. "Where have you been? The prince is waiting for his soup." She quickly made the soup and this time placed her golden bracelet in it. When the prince saw the bracelet, he immediately ordered, "Bring that girl here at once," he said. The prince's suspicion kept growing. "Did you prepare this soup tonight as well?" "Yes, Your Highness." "And this bracelet, does it belong to you?" Lowering her eyes, the princess said, "How could a poor kitchen girl own such a precious bracelet, Your Highness?" Gently holding the princess's hand with the ring, the prince said, "Then this ring, does it not belong to you either?" The princess remained silent. A sparkle appeared in the prince's eyes. "Now I know. You are the very one with whom I danced at the royal gathering. Tell me, who are you?" Then, slowly and softly, the princess told the king her entire life story. About her father, her mother's final wish, and the sorrow of their separation. The prince gently asked, "When we first met at the gathering, why did you not tell me all this then?" She replied, "Because I wanted to know whether you loved me only for my beauty or truly loved me from your heart. My mother used to say, 'Love makes a person truly beautiful.'" The prince said, "I love you even if you were truly just a kitchen girl. Will you marry me?" She answered, "Yes, my lord, I will marry you." The wedding was celebrated with great joy and splendor. The princess's father also came, with tears of happiness in his eyes. And thus, the prince and princess lived their lives forever in love and happiness.